Twitter relaunches account verification with a new process. Google releases multiple products and services at its annual Developer Conference 2021. YouTube Studio gets new features, including process that makes video uploads easier. All this and much more coming up in this week's edition of the Connected Church News. Welcome, I am Nachi Lazarus, and this is the show that brings you the top 5 digital and social media news each week in less than 5 minutes. Let's get started. Our first big news of this week is from Google. Last week, Google held its I/O Developer Conference. This is the annual conference where Google makes major announcements each year, and this year they had multiple products and services released. Many of the features that they released were related to Android. They're releasing Android 12 very soon, and Android is going to get features like television remote control built into the phone. You're going to have ability to unlock your car using your phone. You're going to have the ability to translate text. Just point your phone on a text and click a picture with it using Google Lens, and it will translate it into various languages, 100 different languages. So things like that mostly coming to Android, but the key feature that I wanted to bring to your notice is the feature called Smart Canvas. So please check out this particular feature in detail, because I think it's going to be useful for many churches, ministries and nonprofits, because many of you use Google products, including G Suite, Google Workspace. And this product is going to really make things easier for you, because they are bringing together Google Doc, Google Sheet, Google Meet, all these functionalities into one document. Our next news is about Twitter. We've got 2 news items from Twitter. First is about account verification. Twitter has relaunched its account verification process, which it had put on hold for some time. So if you are interested to get that blue tick on top of your Twitter account, then I will link to all the guidelines and details. Do have a look. The second news is actually the bigger news of them both, as far as I'm concerned, because this is about Twitter Spaces, the new feature, live audio feature that Twitter has. Now they are launching paid ticketed audio room facility, which means you can host paid audio rooms and people can buy tickets, and this can become a source of revenue for creators. So very interesting step from Twitter. Twitter has been focusing on helping creators make money. If you remember, we had a news about tip jar some time back. The announcement says that anyone who wants to charge has to have 1,000 followers, have hosted 3 spaces in the past 30 days, and be at least 18 years old. That's interesting. Our next news is about Facebook, and it's an important one if you release advertisements on Facebook, which I know most of you do. Last week, Facebook released details about its ad review process. Not all details, but some details, some helpful details. The announcement says, today we wanted to take time to break down our ad review process to further explain topics like what constitutes an ad, how the ad review system works, how we evolve our systems, and more. So I will link to this details in the show notes. Definitely check it out, because I know one thing that keeps coming up when I have conversation with nonprofit church leaders is how their Facebook ads keep getting rejected. So this might be something that could help you. Our next news is about Pinterest. Last week, Pinterest announced a new feature called Idea Pins. Idea Pins are actually evolution of their existing story product. If you know, Pinterest launched its own stories version called Story Pins, and but the big difference between other platforms like Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest is that the stories are not temporary, they remain there. So Pinterest has come out saying, because it is permanent and it's an idea that is long lasting, they would like to call it as Idea Pins. That makes sense, and I like the name. And the other announcement that's interesting from Pinterest is that they say they now serve 5 billion searches a month. People are coming back to Pinterest platform and they're searching for many more products. And especially they say that searches related to weddings have gone to pre-pandemic levels. So looks like there are lots of action happening on Pinterest platform. Our final news of this week is from YouTube, and could be an important one for your ministry video team and their workflow, especially if you use video as a big channel for your ministry and you do a lot of uploads, because this announcement from YouTube is mostly about the features that are coming to YouTube Studio, and they are related to making uploads easier. So every time you upload a video, you know you have to enter so many details on YouTube. Now they are going to try and make things easier by having defaults. In fact, YouTube says in the coming days they will come up with an automated title, description and thumbnail suggestion for your video, making it really easy. But there is also another interesting announcement where you will be able to upload videos directly from your online Google Drive. Ability to upload from Google Drive or Dropbox could be very helpful for your workflow, because I know many ministries have that workflow where your video team puts things on online folders. So this could be something important. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you for joining me. If you like to dig deeper into any of the stories we've talked about, we've got all the source links and details in our news page, nachilazarus.com/news. Do check it out, share it with your friends. I'll see you next week with another set of news items. Until then, you stay connected and stay blessed. God bless you. Bye-bye.